Hi there everyone, it's Andy here, the Tai Chi guy. We're going to continue with our next video in you learning Tai Chi at home while isolating from the coronavirus. So in our last video we had our right foot forward, step to the right, the left hand was palm down, the right arm was open in an arc to the side called ward off right, where that hand would be in front of you. If you were straight forwards, you just open the waist a little more to the right, allowing that to open. Now this movement is what will generate the next linking movement in the form. So just spend a moment moving forwards and backwards, but try to keep the hip joints under the waist as under control as you can, so you don't move the knees over the toes like this. So you just get a gentle waving motion of the arms. So you have, from the previous move, lifted up here. Now you relax back a little, then you drag the left wrist up just under the right, and just before it reaches the right you turn that left hand over, keeping the left elbow in place by turning the fingers and not by lifting the fingers up like this. So you just rotate the wrist rather than turn the fingers in and out, because that's going to move the elbow and going to move the shoulder, and it's going to cause all sorts of unnecessary tension. So you've lifted up here, you turn the left hand under the right, and this is called holding the baby, as if the baby's head's in the back of the right hand and you're holding the baby in the palm of your left. So the hands are separated in the shapes of the letter T, with the fingers running up towards the edge of the right hand. You draw the arms down, starting to come into the move called roll back. Now we have to change the direction of the fingers of the right hand, because if we didn't and you come down here, your elbow is going to start to feel very awkward. So as they come down to this corner, the fingers gradually rotate, of the right hand only, until they face the fingers of the left. Then from that point, the left wrist will start to pop up and you hold the ball over the left knee. So from this position here, you relax back a little, you lift both wrists up, you turn the left wrist over, holding the baby, you draw down, you start to turn that right hand in. You'll find if you don't do that, this elbow is going to be awkward. Float the left wrist up, and then you bring the edge of the left hand into the creases of the right wrist, so that just the little finger emerges above the top of the wrist and the base of the hand is just below the bottom of the wrist, just there. So from holding the ball, you lift the thumb, bring the edge of the hand in, then rotate the waist until this bent wrist faces forwards, but slightly higher than the elbows. You don't want to have it down here. So from here to the edge, forwards, you start to just lever it up, just drop the thumb down. Then going up a bit of a slope, you advance with the left hand resting behind the right wrist. Now it might be natural to feel that this left hand is pushing the wrist. That actually isn't what's happening. The right wrist is dominant here. The left hand is just supporting it in terms of chi, so it's very, very light. This is really the part that's going to be coming forwards and striking. So it comes up, then you slide the left hand up and just let it flop over the right. Drop the thumbs down a bit, let the weight come back just a touch, so you can then push it forwards and extend forwards. There. So from here down to the edge of the wrist, centralize, use the legs to press it up. Now this should feel like a boat ploughing its way, coming up the crest of a wave. See that it's got a very slight upwards tilt to it, but it still ends up resting in front of the sternum. It doesn't come up as high as the shoulders. You can see that's going to tense the shoulders up. So it's down here. So the elbow floats above the right knee's above the foot. You don't let it collapse in. The energy of the left leg is being pushed through the joints, not collapsing in either, so you don't lift the edge of the foot, and you're pressing forwards. So from ward off right, relax back a little, lift both wrists, turn the left wrist over, roll back. Float the left wrist up, bring the left edge of the hand into the crease of the right wrist, rotate to the front, press forwards, relax back a little, letting that hand fall over, and then throw the hands forwards, hanging like a begging dog. That's the easiest way to imagine it. And you pull. Now if you pull, what you really do is you push your back. You don't pull your arms. You can see that this, in terms of natural energy, is much weaker than this drag. So I pull back, letting my wrists come over the top, let the elbows sink down, but don't draw them behind the body. Press the palms down, then as if you're sliding on a flat tabletop, the fingers come forwards and finally lift, pushing forwards. So from the press, relax back a little, throw the hands back, or throw the hands forwards of course, sit back, pull, sink, push down and push forwards. So you have ward off right, relaxing back, lifting both wrists, turning the left over, roll back, let the wrist float up, edge of the hand into the crease of the wrist, centralize, press, split, pull and push. There, plenty to be getting on with. Enjoy yourself with that, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Thank you.